The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? And as you guys know, it's still morning for me. So yes, I am in my pajamas. But let me say what's up to the people before we start. What's up, Kimmy? What's up, Shannon? Shout out to everybody on Facebook, by the way. Rep Your City. Okay, shout out to Cincinnati. What's up, Jalea? Thank you for coming. What's up, Beauty for Ashes? What's up, Wendy Lucas? We got Patricia. We got Vegas Girl. We got Just Curious. Shout out to my moderators. Also, shout out to all the members because y'all help keep the bills paid. So I got to say thank you to all of y'all. And then also hit that like button. And if y'all haven't already hit that notification bell, make sure you hit that notification bell because that's important. What's up, Danielle? What's up, BB? Thank you for coming. What's up, Brenda? What's up, Laugh Guys and Gossip? What's up, Aria? Okay. I see quite a few y'all up in here. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. You know, you got to kind of kill time to get people to come in the room and stuff like that. Damn, there was like an announcement that I wanted to say. Oh, I don't have anybody to shout out today yet. I will shout out some people, but I don't have anybody to shout out right now. I want to put thought into when I do the shout outs daily. But definitely we have some content creators in here, so make sure you guys follow them, like Laugh Gags and Gossip. Make sure you follow her. What's up, Dina? What's up, Marva? What's up, Sunkiss? Thank you for coming. All right, so without further ado, Consciouztv had a show, right? And he had basically got the Natasha on the show and Storm on the show at the same time. Hold on before I continue. What's up, CC? I ain't seen you in a minute. Thank you for coming. I was waiting on you to cover this. I didn't know if you would or not, but I was thank you, Danielle. I appreciate that. No. I was gonna cover it. So CTV had both of the two people on the channel, Storm and Natasha, and they got to talk everything out. And luckily, thank God, everything worked out good because this was really something that blew up. It wasn't necessary. It was dumb as hell. And like I said before, basically, they were both under the impression that they had an exclusive, but didn't realize that Robert Kelly, Ara Kelly, was going to be talking to everybody and basically doing a press tour. Then you had a whole bunch of YouTubers saying this and that and everybody giving their opinion and nobody looking at the situation for what it was. One person, what's up, Monica? One person went to everybody and everyone had the exclusive or what they thought was exclusive. He told everybody kind of like the same information, the same story. Each interview had the same context. Then people said Storm stole it from Natasha, and then Natasha not really understanding YouTube. And I know a lot of y'all was terrorizing that lady. And should she had done her own research into it? Yes. I will definitely say that. I believe that Natasha should have done her own research into what was going on. But basically, she was messaged about, Storm potentially stealing her material. And she was under the impression like, okay, well, I'm going to handle it if he is stealing it. But I'm going to let y'all, handle that on YouTube. Because I don't know if y'all caught it, but And I don't think she was trying to be shady, but it was shady. She kept on saying like, oh, I'm not used to YouTube. When I was doing radio, we didn't have YouTube. And, y'all do y'all YouTube thing over there. I'm over here, y'all do YouTube. And it's all like, okay, even though you might not be used to YouTube, you are on YouTube. So you might want to get acquainted with the way YouTube works. So don't make it seem like YouTubers are nobodies, because you on YouTube too. So I know that was kind of off-putting to people. I know what she was trying to say, but it was just very off-putting that she put it that way. Like, oh, you guys are YouTubers. And it had a negative connotation. It's all like, oh, when people say you're a YouTuber, you don't have a real job. Same equivalent. I think she understands YouTube. I think she wanted this. Laugh out loud. Now she has more followers. Ooh, you think it was a plot? Okay. Yeah, that's basically what it was. What's up, Grumpy Charizard? Thank you for coming. I don't know how anyone couldn't tell the difference. It was very clear. Yeah, let's be clear. I mean, in the neighborhood talk, what they posted, it said Storm in it, so I don't know how there was any confusion. And then the neighborhood talk, I guess they gave like some kind of reason, like, oh, we didn't know, we didn't listen to the audio, we didn't hear that part. So they basically didn't do their research either. And it's all like, well, if you're this big platform with over 1 million subscribers, you might want to get it right. And definitely you should get it right the first time. She does sound like Wendy Williams. She does hella sound like her. What's up, Make It Make Sense? Shout out to Make It Make Sense. By the way, his channel is growing. Make sure you guys follow him. Gotta take a little sip. But knowing that both of these people had this audio, knowing that anyone who reposted it or posted it should have did their own research. What's up, Snooky? Should have did their own research and made sure they had it correct. Because first, they credited with both of them, Natasha and Storm. Then they credited with just Natasha and her business partner. Then they finally corrected it and just put Storm. They should have had it right the first time, because I feel like them making that mistake, it made it a bigger deal and a bigger situation than what it had to be. Really, this was really petty and stupid. This was really petty and stupid when you think about it. It shouldn't have got this far. But I will say this. I think when you have certain YouTubers, and especially one that thrives off of chaos, one that's very evil and vindictive, one that only cares about, creating like this whole big fight and scenario. The one that has a piranha mouth, but I like to reference him as Sharkboy. SeanDavieWay. I believe when it comes to SeanDavieWay, what's up, Barbara? There's a special place in hell for him. I think he really started this whole coalition against people to go against Storm. And yeah, you might not like Storm. It is what it is. However, you ain't got to tear this man down, because and let's put it out here. Let's be clear. If it was R. Kelly calling Sean, he would have ate this up. But somehow Storm got this and he was not okay with it. He basically had a problem with it. Let's just put that out there. What's up, Queen? The scariest part is the entire situation is that the neighborhood talk posted the story and did not listen to the entire clip before. Exactly. And someone like that, they should definitely do their due diligence. You know what I mean? You should definitely do your due diligence. What's up, Evelyn? Shout out to everybody on Facebook again. Not did a half job. Wait, NT did a half job. There's not. Oh, the neighborhood talk. Duh. Sorry, Kimmy. I'm a little slow. It messed me up for a minute. End up ruining their own reputation, right? Because you're supposed to be reputable. And here's the thing with the neighborhood talk: they don't like it when the shade room steals their stuff. So why didn't they do their due diligence and make sure they had everything correct? They don't like when the shade room steal they shit, but that's a whole different battle because, you know, the guy who owns Neighborhood Talk, he ended up branching off. Well, he branched off from the shade room and they had their own thing. I don't know the full story to that, but that's just what I heard. No worries, Vegas girl. Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, they talking about something else. Oh, and make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Very important. But yeah, so Storm had asked Natasha, like, you know, I wanted to know, did you get a message from SeanDavieWay? Like, did, you know, he tell you that I stole your audio? And she was all like, well, yeah. She was all like, he was one of many. Now, she did admit, like, it was many other people. It wasn't just him. But, you know, she was all like, I think I got a message. And so she read the message. Well, she didn't read it verbatim, but she read it basically paraphrasing it like, he had his he basically took her clip and added more to it and then added his call in there and then edited it. And so she was under the impression like, oh, well, he does YouTube, you know, maybe he knows what he's talking about and all that stuff. But no, he absolutely did not know what he was talking about. He did not. And this is one of the things that Natasha doesn't know. A lot of YouTubers will try. Why do you say lumberjack? But a lot of YouTubers will try to get you to fight other YouTubers and get you in like all these YouTube beefs and shit like that. It's a thing that they do. I get messages at least like every couple of weeks of somebody all like, AT2, this person mentioned your name. And so I'll go watch the video and I'll try to see the context of what they mentioned my name. And it's not as bad as the person made it out to be. And it's all like, yo, like, why would you try to conjure up some bullshit? Now, if I was just thinking with my emotions, I would have did a response video, not knowing that that person said AC2 is a great content creator, but I went by what somebody else said, you know? And he's no, I might be on a residual high, but no, I'm not on any edibles right now. Yo, I had to I moved that stream to members. So if you're not a member, please join the membership. Thank you, Vegas girl. I appreciate that. But join the membership and you'll see the live from yesterday where we terrorized for a little bit. Why can't Sharkboy just do his content instead of, well, here's my thing too. I think that Sharkboy, the whole surviving series that he was doing with the different Hollywood stuff, I think he ran out of stories. So what he's doing right now is trying to create drama and trying to conjure up a new storyline. So what he does is basically just attacks people, go on a station head to make it look like he doesn't attack other YouTubers. And then, you know, on his actual channel, he'll throw a little shade and stuff like that, but it's basically about content. And so he tries to cover it up with that. But if you go on his station head, that motherfucker got a nasty ass mouth. That's a motherfucker right there. You know, I'm trying to be a Christian and not say the words. What make it make sense? Again, I know the man personally. He is business minded and would never steal someone's content. I definitely vouch for his integrity. Oh, talking about Storm. Oh, okay. You know Storm personally? When you meet Storm? Okay. Anyway, that's another story for another day. But yeah. Storm did not steal the damn content. And it's sad that people really convince people, because I even had a couple of subscribers that talked to me and was all like, yeah, at first I thought Storm really did steal the content. And I was all like, well, how did you think he stole the content when R. Kelly was naming him by name? If he's naming them by name, why would he call someone else Storm? Or why? He's in a prison. He don't care about what the weather. Y'all, I'm not trying to be shady, but the man is in a prison. He don't care about what the storm is outside. Trust me, he inside. Unless it's flooded in there, I don't think he care about the weather. So why would he be saying the word storm without, you know what I mean? What Keish say? What's up, Keish? It's all irrelevant though. The point is, got to speak right. R. Kelly got to speak out. You know, I think Everything else is just bullshit and people trying to conjure up beef for no reason. All content is recycled, just presented a different way. Boom, exactly. It's all, everybody do the same shit. We don't do anything different. We have our own different styles, but we all do the same shit at the end of the day. Exactly. I heard Storm name twice. See, y'all know. He said Storm coming. I saw you walking in the red. I saw you. Well, according to SDW, Sean Dookie Way, Storm allegedly edited. I'm just saying, oh God, he edited it. Yeah, he was saying that. Oh yeah, he went in and edited that. I'm not discrediting Storm's editing skills, but I haven't seen him really do any kind of thorough like editing as far as like taking things out, switching up the sound. I don't think Storm knows how to even do all that, you know? Shit, I'm still learning myself how to do pre-recorded videos. I had to change this up because, you know, I lost my monetization. I had to change my style and the way I did things and stuff like that. So I'm still learning things, but I don't think he even has that capability to take her sound, take the guy's voice out, put his sound in there, and then cover it up. And y'all thinking too much into it, you know? If you heard the call, you know he didn't still crap. People can hear and still right, because I actually listened to both audios. I didn't listen to like the second and third. I know they had like multiple different calls, but I listened to the main stuff, and it's two different calls. I didn't hear the lady's full interview. I saw some comments where people said that she was Ara Kelly apologist. Is that true or just a rumor? Ooh, I don't know. I will tell you this. What's up, Heart Inspiration? And shout out to you because you were on Consciouztv channel and I loved your commentary. I had to fast forward a little bit and then all of a sudden I had seen you pop up and I was like, oh shit, let me go ahead and, listen. And you gave very great commentary. I loved it. I don't say that that's an apologist, make it make sense. Yeah, I don't know if she was an apologist. I didn't get that kind of vibe. What I did like was that when she played her audio, she would like break it down and like give her like commentary to it, because again, her business partner was the one who actually did the interview. She just played it. She would give like her commentary and stuff like that. But I didn't hear anything to where I think what the problem is, like I said before, is that everyone wanted either Natasha or Storm to ask Ara Kelly like those questions like, did you do it? What about Aaliyah? What about this? What about that? They all wanted them to basically hold his feet to the fire, right? They all wanted them to, but that wasn't the right place. Basically, Sylvester Kelly was all like, hey, I want to get my side of the story out. Do y'all want to talk to me? Yes or no? It wasn't an interview. I want to paraphrase that, clarify that. Let's be clear, because I kept saying the word interview, and I think a lot of us saying the word interview. R. Kelly just wanted to get his side of the story out. So he decided to go to YouTubers because he felt like that was the easiest way he could like get his side of the story out. And it's very quick. You know, he don't have to set up any interview, worry about anything. Well, he does have to worry about stuff being edited because you can't edit that. But he just wanted to get his shit out. It wasn't an interview. It's kind of like if I had somebody call in and is that the real Jaguar Wright? Oh shit. Wait, Jag, you come in peace or you coming to cuss me out? Oh shit. This is gonna turn into a different show. All right. Let me Yo! Okay, let me go ahead and drop the link, y'all. Yo, this is like deja vu, remember? AT2's in trouble. That is funny. Okay, I went ahead and hopefully she see the link. Oh, thank y'all for reposting the link. I appreciate that. Shout out to my mods. Shit, hold on. Let me go take an edible real quick. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm just kidding, y'all. I didn't take an edible. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Jag?
You gotta take an edible to talk to me.
No, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't take an edible. I took one last night, but that was something different.
I come in peace.
Okay. What's up, Jack? How you doing, first of all?
I'm doing all right. You know, I think I pulled a little something this morning. I was doing some calisthenics.
Oh,
I'm trying to, well, no, I mean, I'm all right. Like, I got the scoliosis, so I think I just tweaked my back. I got to go to the spa because I'm trying to, you know, make sure my arms and my knees is right when I go fuck this trees bitch up. At my age, you got to take every precaution when you're doing hand-to-hand combat, you know?
You gotta stretch and everything,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So now I know where the trouble is. I got to get me a back brace. That's all. I get me a back brace and then I fucks her up.
Yeah, so this is actually going down. Like, you ain't letting this go. Like, you aren't playing with trees.
I'm going to Philly. I'm going to get the sweet, what you call it, the diapers.
Sweet pea. Sweet.
That's what you call it. I'm gonna get her out of the jail, and then I'm gonna pick her up in a nice car, and I want her to film me on my phone whooping trees ass, and that's how they gonna shut down my YouTube channel.
Yo, and then I want you to come back and do an interview with me after you do it, because I'm
you know, I'm probably gonna be in the roundhouse for about 12 hours. I think my bond should only be like $5,000, so I should be able to pull that together. I ain't going up the state road, fuck state road, but you know, I think I got enough friends in the system to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my thing is that.
Fuck you, trees. Fuck you, trees.
What did you do to her to make her like go off on you? Like, I don't understand where it even came from. Yeah,
I did. Listen to me. She another toxic diamond. I didn't even know that this bitch. I didn't know she existed. I didn't know that the sweet peas. I knew her as the diaper booty from you, but I didn't know that I never made the connection.
Right. And
but hold up. Wait a minute, because the last time I came on your channel, you know, we got to talk about that.
You remember the?
Yeah, I was very upset, you know, with everyone because people was talking shit, and it was just everyone was talking shit, and you just, you know, unfortunately, you just happened to fall on my radar while I was swiping through because I didn't know you existed either.
Right.
But what I will say is this. My friend, OG Patrice.
Shout out to Patrice. I love her.
Listen to me. That's your friend, because she stood in the gap for you. And she said, Jag, because I was coming. Y'all need to talk because he a good dude. And, you know, she was like, you need to make him a part of your team because, you know, I got me a little quiet team and shit. We like Voltron and this bitch. And, you know, so I just wanted to say, number one, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I scared you. I can be a scary person, you know, and I don't like to be, you know, I like
myself a little bit,
you know, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You know, it wasn't for you. It was really all for the Tasha K's and the Stormmonroe.
There was a lot going on. Like, how did you handle that time? Like, it was crazy. The prayer
and ammunition, and my and training my dog to eat to catch wild birds. And you know, I can't wait for King to come home. I'm so glad he's done with training.
I know you said you were going to get him. I heard recently.
Yeah, we gotta go down to the ranch and go bring him home. He ready now. You know, he ready. No, because it was a lot on him. You know what I mean? And us trying to train him to still be sweet, but be the killer that he is difficult. And we sitting there, you know, and we like he need to stretch out. He got so big. And he was too big, you know, it just wasn't comfortable for him anymore.
He wasn't
I
getting the proper exercise and stuff.
Yeah. A dog like him needs to be able to run around acres and acres and fuck up trees and shit. Right. Like we had him over our friend's house in Atlanta when we was down there. And he just like kicked out the whole fence and just ran around the neighborhood trying to lick people. But he's so big. They was, oh my God. They scared, yeah. And he was just trying to hump on people because he was in heat. And he was just smelling pussy everywhere. So he was just, you know, he smelled something and he kicked out that damn fence. And that was it. And he, you know, we was just like, no, we got to take him to the farm and let him run free.
Right.
But we fixing to get the right yard. We found a place where he can dig and fuck up shit and he could chase birds. And bury it, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So you're moving, or you finding a new home?
Well, when we came back to Dallas, we didn't even tell nobody we was here for like 6 months. Nobody knew, because we wanted to make sure that we could bring the family home safely. And then we brought mom home, and then Sam finished up college that second year, and then we brought him home. And then once we got him home and got him acclimated, that's when we started telling people. So everything has kind of been temporary. Because for a year and a half, we were living in temporary residence because we couldn't stay put. Because niggas is just, you know, they want to kill me. Let's just be honest.
I knew you told us like that's why you were, I don't want to say on the run, but you wasn't stationary because it wasn't safe for you.
I won't say I was on the run, but if you know somebody's trying to kill you, the dumbest thing that you could do is just stay put.
Right.
It's the dumbest thing. You know what I mean? If you find me, then it's going down. But I'm not going to make it easy for you to catch me.
Right. It's like, I'm going to deal with you. If we see each other face to face, I'm going to deal with you. But I'm not going to let you, you know.
Exactly. Not only that, they probably hoping that I'll fuck up somewhere and get booked. You know, and the most dangerous thing that could happen to me right now in my life, for real, is for me to get booked. Because once you booked, I got 48 hours inside that I can maneuver. But after that 72 hours, you can buy a CO. COs is cheap to buy, especially in this economy. Man, niggas will take any cash they can get. Look at what happened to R. Kelly with Natasha K. Look at how quick they gave up phone calls. If they'll give up phone calls, imagine what they'll do for actual physical location. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, if I get booked, I figure the worst thing that they gonna get me for is 2nd-degree murder, which I'll beat the rap, but I still got to get processed and go into the system. So I'm gonna need like 25 racks, just liquid, to make sure I can get out in 48 hours and make sure, you know, my folks can transfer it over and all of that.
Right.
So it's you know what I mean? Like everything I do, if I put a gun in my hand, I gotta make sure I got 25 grand just in case I gotta shoot it.
Are you registered to have a gun though?
I mean, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Next subject.
I will put it to you this way. I live in Texas. I live in an open carry state. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is a cop.
Oh, okay.
You know, so we have access to the gun ranges and stuff. And then my husband military, if we need to, you know what I mean? We do what we got to do. You know, we got to do gun training, you know, survival training, and just, you know, I never know when I'm going to have to be, you know, on a backpack. You know what I mean? I might have to, you know, get a go bag and keep it pushing. So,
you know, but protect yourself.
We built for that. My husband's a soldier. My father was a soldier. I was trained to be a soldier. You know, we live differently. We think differently. But yeah, you know, fuck you, trees. That fucking bitch, I can't believe she got somebody booked because I didn't give her a fucking interview. Because my husband ain't want to talk to her. No, that bitch was in my husband's DMs. The second she slid up, and I heard she ain't even a she, I heard she a he. I don't know what the fuck. I wish the bitch would fucking let me know what it is so I could give the right fucking pronoun. But just like I said to her,
I think she is a she. She's just not pretty.
then she
She
must
is
be an
a
ugly
she. She just
fucking
ain't
bitch.
pretty.
She must be an ugly
Hold on, let me show
bitch.
you what she looked like. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you.
You got a
Okay.
picture of her for
So
real?
that's
Oh
Storm right there, right? That's Storm. And then right here, she looked just like Gary Coleman with the Haji yeah, that's what she looked like. She looked like Gary Coleman. Jack, I
what
ain't
you
lying.
talking
She
about,
looked
Willis? What you talking about,
she looked
Willis?
just like that. I ain't even lying.
I
That's
was
what she
right.
looked like.
Didn't I say
Chat,
she
am I
looked like
lying?
Gollum? I said she looked like Gollum from the Lord of the Rings.
Chat, did I lie? She looked just like Gary Coleman with the hair wrap and everything.
Jesus. What you talking about, Willis?
That's what she looked like. So you know
That's
the
all right.
ugly ones know how to fight. So you got to be prepared, Jag. I'm telling you.
I've been fighting ugly bitches all my life.
Okay.
See, that's the difference with pretty girls in North Philly. See, they go to, you go to your average city, the pretty girls ain't the one fighting because they trying to stay pretty. Not in Philly.
Right.
Pretty girls in Philly got scars. If you a pretty girl in Philadelphia and you ain't got scars, you ain't from Philly. You grew up in the suburbs. You ain't grew up in Philly. We said
Okay.
listen to me, me and my cousins, we used to strip down out of our school clothes and fight in our bra and panties.
Damn.
So we wouldn't mess up our school clothes.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I come from a different time.
Yeah. Well, let me
I
ask
come from a different time. So, like, as mad as she might be about being ugly and want to fuck me up because I'm not ugly, is as mad as I'm going to be for every ugly bitch that tried me that I had to put down. Like, she can't match, nobody can match my angry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, let me give you a perfect example, right? So I'm on tour. This is early 2000s. And me and Belial were doing the Paradiso, right? In Amsterdam. Right. So I was at the he was at the Paradiso 2-3 nights before me. And then I had 2-3 nights. And then there was another gentleman whose name I can't mention. Otherwise, I'll be called all kinds of fucking shit. But he was the night after me. So like the Neo Soul Pocket, we all kind of toured together. They were boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Oh my God, now I sound like fucking Keith Murray. Boom, 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 boing, boing. Anyway, bing bong, listen to me. Whip wop galore. That's my new shit, yo. So anyway, Bilal went to go to the falafel store to get a falafel.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude who ran the falafel store, I think he was from Serbia. So Bilal wanted some ketchup. And they said, yeah, you got to pay 40 pence. Because over there, they don't give away ketchup like we do. They give away mayonnaise. You got to buy the ketchup. So he like, I'm from America. We don't pay for ketchup. I ain't paying for shit. Whoopty, whoopty, whoop. Bilal can get Philly real fast. So he gonna call himself getting Philly with the bull. The bull was like, fuck you. Pay me my 40 pence. And Bilal was like, I'm taking the ketchup. So he took the ketchup. Bad mistake. That Serbian motherfucker jumped over that counter and whooped Bilal ass. But I tell you, he came back to the hotel with a shiner. I said, what happened to you? I said, Lolly, just say no. Just say no. Don't fuck with the girls like that they gotta beat you. And he was like, no, the falafel boy did this to me. I said, you got your ass whooped by the falafel cart dude. He said, yeah. He said, we was fighting over the ketchup. And I took the ketchup, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. And he jumped over the cart. He said, Jag, I tried to fight him. He said, but I couldn't get as mad as him. Like, no matter how mad I got, his matter was bigger than mine. And see, that's me in the trees.
Yeah. So with trees, y'all both from Philly. How come y'all can't get along?
I don't know. I don't know what part of Philly she from. She sound like she from She sound like she from like, I don't know, like West Oak Lane. Where niggas, She sound like she like live on the edge where it's almost Cheltenham, which means you kind of like not Philly for real, for real. Like like where Kobe Bryant grew up. Like he grew up on the other side of City Avenue. You know what I mean? Like there's pockets of Philly where it's nice. Like she talk like one of them bitches from Cheltenham. And see, what she don't understand is it might not be there no more. But I went Broad and Gerard. I went to William Penn. Bitch, I ran for Hickey. I ran with Shelley Turner. I'm the history of the streets of Philadelphia. I don't fucking know you. Who the fuck is you? Just some bitch who woke up, decided to get a fucking YouTube page and use my name to make money? I'm going to tell you, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got to play the right song. I got to play the theme music for exactly how I feel about this tree's fucking nobody. Because this bitch is a whole fucking nobody. And you want to sit here and you want to fuck with me? Get a life, ho. Get a life, sir. I heard you're a man. Get a job, sir.
She do need help. She do.
Get a job, sir.
All she does is come on the internet and just spew bullshit out her mouth. That's what she does.
And stop spending all of the money that you make off my name on fucking poor man meals from the Chinese food store. What is it? Fucking 3 chicken wings, some rice and gravy, and some fried gizzards.
Oh, the Philly cheesesteaks. Don't forget about that. She like
that
Philly
cheesesteaks. That bitch, she don't get that many views. She don't get that many views.
Yo,
where my theme song? Hold on, I gotta get my theme song for the trees.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hold on a sec. No, I got it. It's coming up. It's coming right up, and you gonna know exactly what I'm sending this one out to you, trees. Just like I got a record for World, I got a record for you. I got a record for everybody.
For everybody.
For everybody, because that's what I am. I'm a music historian.
Right.
What the fuck is you?
Other
than some whack ass hoe sitting up here making money off my name, talking all kinds of crazy, got me fucked up, bitch. And I promise you, when I get finished whipping your ass after they wake you up, you gonna know that you should have never fucking said shit. Cause I promise you, I'm gonna beat you to the white meat.
Damn.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you like we used to beat bitches back in the day. Cause we went hard back in the day. Cause see, you gonna come swinging your arms real wide at me, and see, you gotta remember, I grew up Johannes. I used to go to Johannes. Understand this? Lauren Wright was a Golden Gloves fighter. My brother. Shadow boxing. I'm gonna come right up under your chin, ho. I'm gonna go there first. I'm gonna make sure them teeth click, just like that. And then when your head go back and you fucking bite that little back side of your tooth right there, of your tongue, because them teeth gonna clench. That's when I'm gonna hit you in your throat, and then you gonna choke. Then the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kick you in your fucking pussy, bitch. And then the second you fucking fall down to them knees, I'm gonna kick you in your fucking face, and then I'm gonna stomp you in the street like we used to do at William Penn to the fucking bitches who came up show. I'm Philly. Who the fuck is you, yo? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck know you, ho?
Don't hurt her too bad, Jag.
Oh no, I'm a hurt her. I'm a hurt her. I'm gonna hurt her bad. Like, I don't think people understand. When I make up my mind, see, this is what happens when an unstoppable object meets an unmovable force. You think you know trouble? You need to ask people about me. You need to walk around the streets of Philadelphia and ask people how scared people are of me. I earned those stories, ma. The bitches who wear my initials in their face Still. From me cutting them with box cutter. You need to ask people about what I do to people. You need to ask people how I take a bitch by her fucking head and throw her face in the toilet if I'm near one and fucking ring your fucking shit and bang, bang up beside. I fucking go for that ding. I live for the ding. There's a sound that the human skull makes when it goes up beside hard porcelain like that. I live for that ding, yo. Don't be near no bathrooms.
Shit, I'm just gonna
like I say this, I mean this, trees. You got an enemy, yo. And I'ma end my YouTube career fucking you up.
Do you think it's the part of her like disrespecting your husband that got you?
Yeah.
There we go.
Period. This is my song for trees.
Okay.
Worst motherfucker never loved us. You ain't know that you know now. Still at the scrub days with a toothbrush.
Shit. Niggas still playing my old shit. But y'all shit is like the police asking us questions. Bitch, we don't know shit. Flexing. Nigga, I'm just flexing.
Nigga never loved us.
Do I look like a stress? Look at you, look at you, look at you.
I'm glad that he chose us. But man, it's a mission. Fight to the finish and see my finish.
On my worst
They used to never want to hear us.
Yo, y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button right now.
Remember? Motherfucker never loved us. Don't you ever get it fucked up.
Motherfuckers never loved us.
And motherfuckers never loved us.
Worst behavior.
Don't you ever get it fucked up.
Motherfuckers never loved us. Worst behavior.
Hold up. Hold my phone.
Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Yes. Yo, you are not playing with her. You are not playing at all.
That's the kind of coffee I drink. It's Rifle,
JV.
Black Rifle. This is a military sponsored grade coffee.
Oh,
yeah, we military. We for real. We militant. You know, I keep telling people I'm a very serious person. Yeah, then why you got the box wrong? I mean, it's good
got
stuff.
The whole box.
Yeah. We drink the shit, you know.
Damn.
Yo, AC, I want to officially extend you an invitation.
Okay.
I would love it if you would like host like maybe like an after show for my podcast.
Yo, that would be dope as hell. I would love that.
We could do it on YouTube and on Philadelphia, so this way you could keep all the content is yours as long as we can use the content on Philadelphia. I'd love it.
Yes, I would love something like that. Please hit me up. Definitely.
Yeah.
We can talk. And
no,
I was
you
gonna
got
say,
great ideas, man. You're really smart. I watch what you do, and you really get better with this algorithm pimping.
Yes. I almost lost it all and got it back.
No, listen to me. You wanted something, and I like what you do. And Patrice spoke up for you, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
Right. And you know what? I wanted to say too, I love that you have been building your relationship with your son, because there was a lot going on and we all kind of just hopped on something that, you know, that the lady did and ran with it.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Sam! Yeah. Come here. I want to introduce you to someone.
He's here with you. Okay.
Yeah, he lives here. Come here. This is AT2.
Hello.
Hey Sam, how you doing?
Doing good.
Good. I'm happy to see you here with your mom and everything, and congratulations. And you know, your mom speaks so highly of you too. I think that's awesome.
Thanks.
And I'm happy to see y'all together.
He the best thing I ever made.
Oh,
And I can't even take credit for it because he comes from God, you know? I always tell everybody he's my 2.0. So I listen. Listen, he's one of the wisest human beings I've ever met in my life. I've been taking your advice since you was how old? Like 8, 9?
Around there, yeah.
Listen to me. When I stopped questioning my son, I bought him like 3, 4 bicycles. Do you ride a bike, honey?
It's been a while since I rode one. I was kind of bad at it.
He didn't know. You weren't bad at it. You didn't even try. Real story. I said, this is the 4th bike. It was the 3rd or the 4th bike. I said, it's the last bike I'm buying you. You're going to ride. This is a necessary skill. Something could happen. It could be an emergency. You might need to get on your bike and roll. You know, you never know. I said, don't you want to ride with all your other friends? And he said, well, Mom, I'm not in a rush to get to the park. I enjoy walking. And I said, well, I know you enjoy walking, but don't you ever want to like be in the gang and ride with your friends? And he said, no, I'll get there, you know, and they'll be there. And I said, I know. I said, but you know, you need to, this is a skill. You should learn it. He said, Mom, and my son, this boy, this young man looked at me and said, Mom, I don't like things that aren't in my control. He said, on my feet, I can control whether I fall down. He said, but the chances, he said, it's like 35% I could fall. I don't like falling. He said, and I'd rather like walking because walking has better health benefits. He said, so, you know, why don't we just give the bike to a child in need? And I can just keep walking, Mom. And I was like, I can't even fucking argue with this kid.
I wouldn't even think that way. For him to even think like this so young, like what?
He was 8 years old. How don't I listen to him?
Right.
Every argument, squash. Like, okay, fucking walk. The health benefits is great, you know?
They always say kids like that have been here before. Have you ever heard that before? Do you feel like he's been here before?
I know he's been here before. I know he's been here before, but that's my 2.0. You know, he's who I listen to. It sounds crazy, but I think more parents should listen to their children for guidance because sometimes we forget and they get to remind us. Haven't I always said that though? You're the wisest guy. I can't wait to follow you because I know you're going to do amazing things. And I'm so excited for his artwork. His new artwork right now is amazing. If you wouldn't mind maybe putting his Cash App up in the chat because he's trying to raise money for art school.
Yeah, what's the Cash App? I'll put it up right now.
Sam, can you tell him?
Sure. $. SAM AS5.
SAM AS
5, number 5.
Okay. Sam as 5. Okay.
Got
it.
You see how it's mirrored? It's Sam both ways.
Oh, yo, that's what okay. I didn't even think of that.
That's how his mind works. It's crazy, but
wow.
You know, that's why I'm gonna have him re-inspect that Storm interview because he's fucking like Rain Man and he can pull out the edits and the glitches. But he's the one that was like, he's the one that debunked the whole Tasha K shit when he looked at because we watched it live together for the first time. And he was like, Mom, stop right there. They edited me.
Wow.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant. One of the greatest artists I've ever met. I'm gonna share some of his artwork online so people can see why we're raising money for him to go to art school. Because after the way Tasha K and my ex-husband took advantage of him and the emotional breakdown that he went through after that, flunking out of a whole year of school. Now he has a whole college debt, you know, and all because his father refused to send him to art school.
Right.
He should go. He should go. So please help my son raise money.
Help my son. I was just thinking about something too. After all that went down,
do you want to say goodbye at least?
Well, okay. Well, I guess.
Bye, Sam. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, and good luck with everything.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
All right, babe. Thank you.
So, Jack, after the whole surviving thing went down, how long did it take you to rebuild that relationship back with your son? I don't think anybody has asked you that yet.
There was no rebuilding. There was nothing to rebuild.
Okay.
I knew that they played a game on him. I know my son.
Right.
I never questioned him. And I didn't have to watch it to know. I seen that one little clip and I saw the look in his eyes and I knew he was uncomfortable. My heart was just broken for him. If there was anyone I was angry at his father.
Right.
Because the only thing he proved in that whole sham of a fucking interview was that he hated me more than he loved his son.
That hurts me because like that just makes me think like it was all calculated and everything. Because my thing is like, okay, it's one thing for him to get out his story. You know, whatever y'all did in the past, it is
Who
what
gives
it is.
a fuck? It was forever ago.
Your son in it, like that was like, whoa, like this is something.
He's been playing those games. Listen to me. The first bad argument we got into, it was over money. He had fucked over like $3 or $4 grand shopping in New York. And I got the bill. And I'm like, yo, I was going to take that money and use it to finish remodeling the kitchen. I was going to buy granite counters because I wanted to turn the kitchen in the family house into a full chef's kitchen. And he fucked up my money for that month because I had other responsibilities. I was taking care of 3 or 4 households at the time. So basically on living expenses between my household and my other family members who I looked after, I was spending, and this is in the early 2000s, $15,000 a month on mortgages and groceries. Everybody had to pay their own utilities, but I paid mortgage, I paid grocery. So I was doing that at 25, 26 years old, 15 grand a month.
Right.
For places I didn't even live, you know. And then my cousin needed a heart. Shelled out money on that. He ended up dying anyway.
Oh, and, no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I miss my cousin Kenyon Bethea. He's my god brother. And the first person to run my fan club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then my dad took over until he had dementia. And anyway, there was a lot going on. So we were arguing about money, and I was like, this is why I'm going to divorce you, and I'm going to cut you the fuck off, and you ain't getting a dime because you don't deserve a dime. You fuck over money. You don't care about me. You don't care about the kids. You don't care about our future. He grabbed my son, that young man that you just saw. He was about 1.5 years. Grabbed him, snatched him up, took him, threw him in his car seat. I'm taking him away from you and you're never going to see him again. And I'm going to make sure that I make you miserable for the rest of your fucking life because I know how much you love him and I'm going to use him to hurt you. He said that shit to me when he was 1.5. So I already knew, you know what I mean? I knew what I was going into. Right. And then there was the fights, you know, and all that fist fighting and all that hate. And the first time my baby, he was 2 years old because he wasn't very close with his father when he was young because I had him on the road with me. I was traveling like 300 days a year. My baby came with me.
Okay, you were traveling with him.
He stayed on the road with me till he was 4 years old. I put him in school because he didn't like kids. He didn't like being around children. I'm like, that's not going to work out for you because you're going to have to go to school eventually.
Right, you're going to have to.
So that's when I started leaving him home. And then when I started leaving him home, my ex-husband wasn't keeping him no way. My parents' house was 5 minutes away. I bought a house close by. He just dropped the kids off at my parents' house. Go out playing pool and fucking niggas and bitches, you know? All that fucking in the Bellevue up on the 7th floor in the bathroom. Fucking for clients and shit. You know, like, you know, fucking my ex-husband's a fucking piece of shit. All them goddamn sex clubs, the Adam and Eve sex club where they called him Big Sam. You ain't that fucking big, nigga. You're not that fucking big, you know. And then just all of the shit. And then there was that time that he was back in the day, Eve had this it was a transgender assistant. And my ex-husband and his trainer, who I found out was bisexual as well, and they was fucking while I was pregnant with Sam. They was running around with this tranny in my car. Now, I was one of the only black people in the city to have a silver S-type Jaguar. It was me first, because I got the first one from Cherry Hill in the streets of Philadelphia. And then my boy Tommy Hilfiger from Ram Squad had one. The only reason you could know our cars apart was because Tommy had bullet holes in his, and I didn't. Shit. So anyway, everybody knew my car. Everybody knew my car. And you riding around with your faggot trainer.
Oh, not the F word, Jack.
And then you running around with this tranny that worked for Eve. And y'all all riding around in my car getting high and getting drunk and all this stuff is going on. I'm like, the fuck is going on? Oh, well, the only reason I'm hanging around with that tranny is because he works with Eve and he's going to get me on and I'm going to be able to sell more clothes for Ralph Lauren. And I'm like, yo, but you riding around at 3 a.m. in the morning. My niggas seen you in my car. They called me up and was like, yo, your husband wants some faggot shit. You might want to check that out. Then a week later, the trainer, his name is Gene. He used to work down 12th Street Gym, the gay gym in Philly, right there in the neighborhood. That's where my husband had him. My ex-husband had a membership at the gay gym where they fucks in the showers and in the steam room.
Oh, Lord.
I stopped going there because every time I turn around, some nigga was sweating on my husband. And I'm like, yo, you need to back the fuck up because I'll punch you in your fucking throat. Why the fuck you want to work out at the gay gym in the neighborhood? So anyway, the trainer Gene called me up in the middle of the night. Well, actually, he didn't call me. He called my ex-husband. It's like 3-something in the morning. And I'm pregnant with our only child. I answered the phone because he wouldn't stop calling. And I'm like, yo, Gene, what the fuck is up? What the fuck you calling my house for? Why are you calling my husband at 3:30 in the morning? We in the bed, we sleep. Put him on the phone. What do you mean put him on the phone? Put that pussy on the fucking phone. I was like, number one, you gonna watch your fucking mouth. You calling my husband at 3-something in the fucking morning, interrupting us, and you gonna tell me, his wife, that I ain't gotta do shit. Fuck you, bitch. Now I see who wears the pants in this relationship. I always knew he was the bitch, and you tell that bitch that I'm gonna put him in the trunk of my car, and I'm gonna throw him in the Schuylkill River after I fuck him up. And if you only knew what me and your husband do, you wouldn't want to be married to him either. And blah, 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 blah. This is what a nigga's telling me. I'm 7 months pregnant. Yeah. It was always bad.
So it was never a good relationship or anything like that.
I know. I wish I had just kept fucking with little X. Like, if I could go back and redo it, I would have just kicked it with little X. Me and X, he was my first director in a music video. And he was more stable than Common, because Common was Lonnie was very emotional. He's too emotional for me. You know, like that night he broke down crying at Electric Lady when we was in the live room. It was the night that Breathe and Stop came out. And so we in the studio, it was me, Common, Jay Dilla, God rest his soul. And Dilla was like, yo, what's coming on? Because it was Tip. Breathe, Stop. For real, you know, and Dilla did the beat.
Yeah.
So we watching it premiere on BET. And Common want to come run up on me. I need to talk to you. What I ever done to you? All I ever did was treat you like a lady. Why you gotta fuck over me? You married that fucking bitch and you don't want to do right by me, and fuck your husband and fuck this. And I'm like, yo, this is way too fucking emotional. You're way too emotional for me. I'm gonna go watch the video with Dilla. You know, He's so pussy, you know. He's so pussy. It is
Right.
you know, fuck with a bitch. I might as well fuck with a bitch, you know.
Well,
Good luck to Jennifer Hudson in that fake relationship. The first fake relationship that she had with the baby, you know, that was a mess when she was messing with Tiffany Pollard's leftovers. And
so
then,
you don't think that was a real relationship?
oh God, no. I don't think that. I think the realest relationship Jennifer Hudson ever had was the relationship that she had with Molly Music, because they was creeping while she was with the punk nigga. And you know, I think her and Molly would have made a great team. I think they would have been a good fit.
Wow.
Like the one dude she should have been all out with wasn't famous enough.
Damn. Jack, I want to ask you about the whole Jay-Z
Listen to me, Jennifer Hudson. You ain't got to take my advice on nothing else. Why don't you ask Tiffany Haddish why she stopped fucking with that punk ass nigga? He called himself Common. He ain't been right since he dropped the Sense. See, I like Lonnie when he was
Common Sense. You're right.
Sense. But the second he dropped the Sense, he ain't been nothing but a Hollywood hoe.
Damn.
And I really think he laying dick to John Legend, allegedly. I really do think he been laying dick to John Legend a long time. I'm gonna prove it.
So moving on, I wanted to talk about I wanted to ask you about
you ain't never noticed how Chrissy Teigen looked like a little Thai boy from The Hangover 3?
Oh my God, Jack.
Chrissy Teigen don't look. She don't look all fish.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you about the Jay-Z thing? But before we move on to that, I want to clarify something because, Jack, I know that you are in the community, but people were offended when you used the F word.
Oh no, I don't mean it. Like, understand this. I'm bisexual. All of my friends. I got so many. I got all kinds of friends. I got a letter. I got one of all the letters in my life, at least one of all the letters in my life. Me saying faggot about an LGBT ain't no different than me saying nigga about a black person.
Right. So I know when you say it, there's like no malice or anything like that, but not everybody in the audience know you. So that's why I wanted to clarify.
That, but
like, hey,
this. A faggot is not a gay person. And a gay person is not a faggot. A faggot is a gay person who's mocking the gay lifestyle and doing too much. That's what a faggot is. And there are faggots. I know
it could be a cigarette, but usually
that's a fag. You know, let's call it that. We'll call them cigarettes. We'll call them Lucy's. I'll stop saying faggot. I'll say Lucy from here on out.
Okay, Lucy. Okay.
That nigga's a Lucy. That nigga's a Lucy.
Oh, I want to ask you about Jay-Z because I always heard like you had some kind of C&D where you couldn't talk about Jay-Z, but
I never signed no paperwork.
Okay, you never signed no paperwork.
I just didn't want to put my family's life on the line.
So you were worried about him coming to get you?
Yeah, like everybody else is.
Because I seen a lot of RocNation on your page and stuff like that. And so now you're more vocal. What was the turning point?
It went too far. Sean Combs and Sean Carter have been working together for the better part of 25 years to find a way to take over full control of the entertainment industry. They have been slumping and sidelining relevant hip-hop communities for decades so that they can have control. Now they done killed Jacqueline Avant, and they done picked up old Clarence Avant, and now they running around acting like they remind me of fucking Macaulay Culkin and fucking Home Alone. That's what these niggas is acting like out here. They rigging shit, doing all kinds of shit, happy that ain't nobody around to tell them what to do, and they just get to act a fool. Free Beyonce. She a prisoner.
Now you had said that you felt that Beyonce was a prisoner.
Free Beyonce.
because I always heard their relationship was put together, like it was a business. Or I did hear that.
Him and Matthew Knowles had a deal, and then he screwed him.
Jag, something's going on with your sound. Hold on, let me. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop
out and come back.
Yeah, drop out and then come back in. I'm gonna send you the link again. Hold on. Yeah, it sounded like you know how you put somebody on the speakerphone and you raise it up into the screen and listen to somebody talk? That's the way it was sounding. It was sounding really weird. Did y'all hit that like button? I think I'll probably have some dislike buttons on here, but did y'all hit the like button? Oh, and also too, and thank you guys. I always have the disclaimer in the beginning of the video. You know, the words of Jaguar Wright is the words of Jaguar Wright. The words of AT2 is the words of AT2. So y'all already know. Here, Jag, here she go.
I'm gonna make it easy. Sue me.
Yes.
I want to be sued. I want to be sued.
Jag, why do you want to be sued?
Because I want to have to go to court. Because see, if I go to court, I gotta swear on the Bible to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I believe in the God that they say that it's all about, so I'm not gonna lie. And then I get to say all of those things that I haven't said on court record in front of a judge, which could open up other investigations into other things, which is why y'all niggas want me killed. Sue me, please.
Wow.
Please sue me.
Jag,
I want to testify.
Let me ask you about King World. What's going on?
Yeah, I think he might be trying to hack us.
Yeah, because all of a sudden your sound went out, and I was
he
hacked
me before.
Yeah, so you saying that he was like yesterday I seen your video and you said he was trying to hack you. Like what?
Yeah,
like,
we finna go find this boy. We gonna find what's his name? Duqualo, Koala, Dukulu. Yeah, we're gonna find this boy today. I'm gonna pull up on Dukulu. We're gonna find him today.
Wow.
When I come, I won't be coming alone. And we're gonna have a conversation, Dukulu, and you're gonna tell me exactly how to find World.
Oh wow. You ain't playing games with him.
I'm not passive aggressive, I'm just aggressive.
Not passive aggressive, just aggressive, right?
You gonna stop hacking me, World?
But
get a life, World.
You?
I mean, well, first he was looking for sex tapes in our phones because he told us he was gonna find. He hacked my husband's phone and took like pictures of us and started posting it, doing some fake crypto shit, and got into our friend shit. Like my husband lost his account, a couple other people. Yeah, he's real clever. He think he the wizard, but I'm about to pull off his motherfucking I'm about to pull his shit right out the wall. We'll see how good you are once I cut your energy.
Right. And
I'm gonna find
you known for pulling up on people. I mean, you just went to Shreveport. Like
I'll be back in Shreveport in 2 days.
Okay. Now, did you go for anything else besides business? Because I know you have a performance coming up, right?
Well, it's all business. I mean, people keep forgetting I have a press pass. I am actually a journalist.
Okay.
So yeah, I have some friends of mine that used to be on the force. So I'll be having people pulling, birth records, adoption records, and I'll be going to see her mama soon. I'm going to have a conversation with her mama.
Oh, not the mama. Oh.
Yeah, I want to know why she gave her away. The rumor is that it was said that she Rosemary baby. So I want to ask her mama.
So is this going to turn into like a documentary, or is this going to be
absolutely. I'm calling it The Origins of Nosy Whole Life. I'm gonna find out where she get all them bad manners from.
You know, a lot of people say that because I don't watch everything that she does, but when you guys would, you know, go
She
have
just had
shows
a video
together.
up the other day saying that I was a cokehead and that my husband is a terrorist and gonna kill everybody in the house. I mean,
whoa.
Anybody that know me know I don't do that. So now I gotta add her, Trees, and World on my defamation of character suits because I got a lawyer. So I got a lawyer that's gonna be handling up.
Oh,
Like
you
I'm
are
not
gonna
gonna
take this legally.
Yeah, well, I have to. You call me a cokehead and you said my husband is trying to kill everybody in the house. That's defamation. And I told you this, you know, in confidence. I didn't tell everything about her that she told me in confidence, like all of them years when she was selling her pussy on the street. You know, everybody thinks she's just this illustrious sex camp worker. She worked her way up because she was in them streets. Homeless than a bitch. Doing all kinds of shit.
And now you're not against sex workers, right? Like, because you used to be a dominatrix,
I used to be,
right?
I get it. I don't have no problem with no sex worker. I'm just saying what she is. That's what she say about herself. She just don't talk about all those times she was tricking in the streets before she made it to New York to pretend to be Carrie Bradshaw.
That's the Sex in the City lady, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Now, before everything had went down, right? A lot of people had said they can see like tension between y'all. Did you get a clue like something was going on?
No, I was totally caught off guard. I thought we was cool.
Really were. Yeah.
Listen to me. I got a file that I'm putting together on Dropbox. You got to get me an email address. I'll send you a link. You can look through all of the receipts yourself.
Oh, shit. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, well, see, when you're a part of the team, I keep files, and anybody who's on the team has access to those files. So we decide who gets what content and, you know, who gets to run with what, or somebody sees something of interest, you know, that you want to run with. I support you on it, get you the facts, you know. I mean, that's how teams work.
Right. Speaking of team, you and King Payne are still good, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's my friend.
That's good.
That's my friend.
Because let me tell you, I know it got to be an awkward position for him right now.
You know what? It's an awkward position for him. And I don't want to speak for him, but he came to me and was like, yo, Jag, I don't like what she did. She did you wrong. And I don't understand it. We were flabbergasted. I even sent her messages on New Year's Eve saying, Happy New Year's, have a beautiful night. And I checked her up on her the first thing in the morning because I knew she was alone and I was hoping that she had been taking her meds and she wasn't drinking. And that's when I found out, while I'm busy sitting here checking up on you, you sitting here trying to ruin my life. And that's when I'm like, all right, I got it. You made me content. Now you content. We'll see who do a better job. I'm brilliant.
Right.
I'm brilliant.
This is good for the gander. And you, like you said, a lot of people have you. I know for me, use your picture, name, and the thumbnail titles and everything like that. And I was going to say something. You never asked for any money. I will say that you never asked for any money.
Never. I don't do it for the money. I don't care about money.
I never had seen you beg and be like, oh, please, give me money or anything like that.
I only asked one person for money, and that was Armand Wiggins.
Oh.
And I told him if he wanted an exclusive interview from me, he would have to pay me $14,999.
Wait, why is that amount, Jack?
Because that comes $1 just beneath the national gift. You can gift someone up to $15,000 without the government having to check into finance.
That is genius.
So I told Armand that's the only way he would get the exclusive out of me, because he called me a liar so much. I figured he ought to have to pay for the truth.
Hey, that's true. Hey, you know what? That's another thing too. I want to bring this up, Jack. This is very important because a
What?
lot of people will be talking shit about you, right? And then you'll be like, drop the link. And as soon as they come up panel, they be like, oh, Jack, they be like, you know, licking your ass, like all that and shit. And then like all of a sudden they fans. Like, do you know what you're doing when you tell people to drop the link and you get on their panel and stuff like that? You be like,
Of course,
oh,
I know what I'm doing. I'm brilliant.
I knew it. I knew it.
Number one, you're not going to say no because I bring traffic everywhere I go.
True.
Number two, I think everybody knows that me and my husband are very serious people. Running afoul of me ain't always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we the kind of people that have the kind of liberty to just get in the car and drive to wherever you are.
You do a pull up.
Virtually or, you know, literally. Ain't got no problem with it. I'll make time for you. You know, but I like to think that when I step to people as myself, not in anger, but just as myself, my nature brings about that sweetness because I am a sweet person.
I believe that.
Even when I got on Sweet Pea channel and she started defending the things that she was saying before I got there, I commended her for having an alternative opinion.
Right.
I don't want everybody to agree with me. I just want you to listen to what I'm saying and think for yourself.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you think I'm bullshit. Do the research. Stop letting these people tell you what to think.
Have your own thought and opinion. You're right about that.
Period.
And you're not saying that anybody who disagrees with you is a bad person. It's a way you go about it. Like, you know, you can't just be all like, oh yeah, F her, she this, she that, and you know, all that, and then be all like, oh, can I get an interview with you? Like, that's not how it works.
I give people what they give me.
Mm-hmm.
You give me shit, you get shit back. See, the difference is you give me monkey shit and I give you elephant shit.
Not the elephant shit.
You know what I'm saying? If you give me honey, baby, I'll deliver Willy Wonka to you and have him make you chocolate every day for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
See, I do abundance. You gotta ask, what kind of abundance do you want?
Right.
I get what I give.
Some people in my chat, not in this one, but when everything went down between you and Nosy, they had said they were upset with you because there was a situation with Gabrielle Union and she got raped, and they said you were laughing at her because she got raped.
I laughed at Gabrielle Union for rape.
Yeah. Did you? That's why I wanted to ask you this.
No. I don't know about no Gabrielle Union. I don't know how you rape somebody that's that willing.
Oh.
Like that bitch ain't no victim.
So you don't believe her story?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe she was raped. Maybe she wasn't. From what I know, all she do is get her pussy away. I just don't understand why she would need to be raped as much pussy as she done gave away.
But even if you're giving it away, you can still in turn be a victim.
Not when you like it rough.
No,
I mean, there's a thin line.
No.
There's a thin line. From what I hear, she liked to get choked. From what I've seen in pictures, she takes it in the ass like a pro.
But what you like?
Because I was shocked when I saw the picture. I said, "That's her asshole."
Well, you seen her? What'd you see a picture from?
No, there was a dude that I used to know in the NBA. Before, you know, I guess while she was with Dwayne, while he was still married to his wife, but they was pretending like they was just friends. She was fucking this other NBA dude. He played for the Timberwolves. And he, you know, he had taken some footage of them she didn't know about. And I mean, her asshole was just wide open. Just, I couldn't believe it. I said, God
what do you
damn.
think about D Wade?
I think he's a swish. I think he's a Lucy.
Okay, you think he's Lucy. Okay.
That nigga wear too many colors. He crossed his legs too
wore a lot of
comfortably.
colors too.
Huh?
Dennis Rodman wore a lot of colors too.
Dennis Rodman is a freak. There's a difference. That's like saying that Rick James and Prince is the same. It's not the same.
No, they're not the same. No, I wouldn't say that.
They both wore high heels. They both had long curly hair. They both wore, you know, sexually ambiguous costumes, but they two completely different niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Prince will sit down and make a bitch pancakes and French toast and shit. Rick James say, bitch, where my pipe? You know what
I feel like a little water in my mouth.
I'm just saying, you know, I watch Rick James do questionable things, you know. But just because him and Prince had similar, you know, fashion and look, they was two completely different niggas. The same thing with Dennis Rodman and D Wade. Like, if you put Dennis Rodman and D Wade into a room, I'm telling you right now, D Wade getting punked. Dennis will fold that nigga over, and D Wade, oh God.
Moving on to the.
See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's just certain dudes, they freaky like that. They wild like that, you know? But they a man. D-Wade ain't no man. He ain't, he Lucy. He Lucy. And that child's mother has every right to have objections to the way her minor child is being raised. There's not enough support for his ex-wife. It's bad enough he used his money to fuck out of custody. She had him dead to rights because she had all of that footage of him and Gabrielle running around on her while they were still married.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But for whatever the deal was, he got custody of the kids. Then you get this fucking inept bitch who can't make no baby. Because you know Gabrielle could make no baby.
I know they had a surrogate or something like that.
Yeah, you get a surrogate when your pussy can't handle it, you know? Like, the only reason to get a surrogate
some women have infertility issues. Like, some women need to get the
Well, I agree. Some women do have fertility, and you should have fertility issues when your uterus and your cervix has been covered in tumors and disease. And, you know, some of these bitches, they pop penicillin like they multivitamins. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Like, if you get the clap 80 million times, you know, there might be some scarring. It happened with Jill.
Wait, Jill Scott?
IVF. Yeah, she spent a lot of money to have Jet.
You know I love me some Jill Scott. Come on now. You can't say that about Jill Scott.
You can still love her, but her pussy is fucked up. Pray for her pussy.
Do you think you can ever have a conversation with Jill Scott?
I tried.
Oh,
I tried to make senses because we share people in common.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, look, this is whack. You know, graduations are going to be coming up. The both of us are going to want to be invited. She never responded. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to take the time to say this right now. Listen, Jill, I done said horrible things about you online. You done said horrible things about me behind my back, which is why I said them about you online. So you ain't got to hear it from somebody else that I said something about you. I wanted to be very clear. I want everybody to know the things I say about you. Look, we getting old, bitch. Like, you know, you a hoe. And we ain't never got to be the best of friends. I'll never trust you again. But we can bury the hatchet and we can try to find some, you know, it's so uncomfortable for your baby daddy. You know, because I love John. You know, and I was fucking John before you, and you knew it. You knew I was fucking John.
So did
You know,
she
but I
steal
was
your man, basically?
no, not really. How it happened was
Okay.
me and my ex-husband were getting separated, but we were still married. And John and I, we had known each other for a long time, and we had a moment, and it was dope. And we were enjoying each other's company, but he didn't want no drama because I was still married. And Jill knew that. So she slid in, and she do like she do with everybody else's man. She offers them a job, and then they come and work for her, and she hired him as the drummer. And then the next thing I know, they had matching tattoos behind each other's ear. And he showed up to my New Year's Eve show apologizing to me. You know, that he moved on. And I'm like, she ain't the bitch you think she is, but I wish y'all the best. And I think he figured it out. Like when he finally went through the medicine cabinet and realized she had been taking all the fertility drugs to get pregnant, and he didn't know. You know, first she tried to have the baby with the African prince when she was doing that detective shit. But I think the family found out she was a hoe, you know, and they just wasn't feeling it. So she locked John down. And then when the shit went wrong, you know, because at that time, he was the musical director on the Monique show.
Oh,
but then she tried to turn everybody against him after they split up. Tried to stop him from working.
So she was vindictive.
Oh no, she's always been vindictive. You never heard the story about the dog that she had Plutter?
No, what happened with the dog?
Okay, I'm gonna show you how vindictive Jill is. So she had got this little Shih Tzu. She used to bring him to the studio, carry him everywhere. You know, everybody. I got me a little bit of money. I get me a cute little dog and carry the dog everywhere. You know. So she named the dog Plutter. I told her it was a mistake. What the fuck is Plutter? You call well because he sounds Plutter, Plutter, Plutter. And I'm like, that motherfucker gonna be crazy. You gotta watch how you name your dog.
Man, you gotta watch the tongue. The tongue is powerful, right?
So this nigga was retarded. You know, he didn't like kids. He was weird. Like I would come to the apartment when her and Lizelle was still together before we both bought houses in South Jersey. And so they was living over like Mount Vernon and Green Street. So this is like, you know, the newer renovated area, North Philly, like going into City Hall. And it was just starting to be regentrified. They had a nice apartment there. So I went over, you know, and I come in and Plutter, he barking, just you know, just I look at him and I said, shut the fuck up, you know. So then I take my feet out of my shoes, I put my feet, he was barking at my feet. So I take my feet and I put him up on the couch. The nigga started barking at my water. I'm like, this nigga's retarded. The fuck is the water doing to you? So he would get upset with her when she would leave out of town for long periods of time. He had separation anxiety. So she would come home and he would do dumb shit like shit in her purse or shit in her shoes. And she would, every time he would get in trouble, she would send Plutter to the doghouse. So one day she had got back from Europe and she called me up. She was so mad at this. She said, this little motherfucking piece of shit, I want to punch his ass out the window. I'm like, Jill, that's your dog. You can't punt the dog onto Broad Street. I'ma fix this bitch. Well, he had fucked up one of her, was it a Manola Blahnik? I think it was a Manola.
Okay.
So the shoes cost like $1,500, $2,000. And he shit in one shoe. But he chewed the heel on the other. She was mad as shit at that damn dog. So she found a family in California that had 6 children. And I told you Plutter was very terrified of children.
Right.
So she gave Plutter to the family with the 6 kids.
So So she ended up giving to a family with 6 kids. However,
Yeah.
the dog don't like kids. How is
He
that
didn't
gonna
care
work?
about the children. So I asked her, I said, how you doing? She came back from California. I said, how you doing? Where's Plutter? She said, oh, I put him with a wonderful family. They have 6 children. I said, but he don't like kids. She said, I know they're going to terrorize a little motherfucker. He going to learn about fighting with my goddamn shoes. I said, Jill, it's the dog. It's your dog.
Oh my God.
So it made perfect sense when her and Lizelle split up, because that's when she at first really started trying to have a baby, like after Lizelle realized she was fucking everybody and it was just time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wanted to have a baby real bad. And that's when she started doing the IVF. And I was like, yo, I'll hold your hand through every session. I was like, I promise you, you're going to have a child one day. And I'm going to be there. And we're going to have it. I was like, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. But she was just doing Lizelle. You know, she had done too much.
Right.
And Lizelle was just over it. And she was just dishonest with him. And so they got into an argument one day, and she was talking about, well, what about a baby? I think if we had a baby, it would make the marriage better. He said, what the fuck makes you think that I would let you have my child? I've seen the way you treat your pets.
Mm.
He said, bitch, I never let you have my kid. When your husband tells you you ain't fit to take care of his child because you barely fit to take care of an animal, that says a lot.
Wow. You right about that. That does say a lot.
And then they got divorced after that. And then the story that she used to make him fall in love with her, turns out it was all a lie. Rich Medina was never into you, Jill. You told everybody that you was with Rich Medina and he broke fly on you. And then you ran off with his best friend and cause see, Rich Medina and Lizelle was best friends. They was both DJs.
Mm-hmm.
They was 2 of the hottest house and club DJs in the city. So she was into Rich, but Rich wasn't into her. So she started fucking his best friend Lizelle to get back at him. All that time he thought that they had this secret love affair that was just so beautiful. Rich never gave no fuck. I talked to Rich. I told Rich. Rich was like, huh? She told you what? I said, she said y'all was in love and then you cheated on her. He said, I laid dick to her 2-3 times, Jag. He said, it was never serious. He said, I was happy when she got with Lizelle so she could stop fucking bothering me. I'm like, I'll be damned. Because she had me convinced. She had this whole revenge plot for a nigga that ain't even get no fuck.
So you were very supportive of her. Like, it was like, that was your friend. You was believing everything that your friend was saying.
I would whip anybody's ass for her. You know what? The kind of childhood that she had, I had sympathy, you know? See, she grew up in a very complicated home. See, her mother's a whore.
Not
and her
the
grandma,
mama.
what?
You said the mama was a whore.
Yeah,
Why
her mama
is
was
it gonna be
a
a whore?
Everybody in New Philly know it. She fucked, her mom fucked everybody. And Blue Bay, her grandmom tried to hold their asses together with the Jehovah's Witness stuff, but it just didn't take. Like her mom, okay, all right, understand this. It's complicated. Jill's mother was married to Mr. Scott. And Jill had a godfather who was Mr. Scott's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Jill found out when she was like 10, 11 years old that her godfather was her biological father and Mr. Scott wasn't her daddy. So when Mr. Scott finally found out that Jill wasn't his baby, because I guess she started looking more like his best friend. And so her mom had to break it down. And Mr. Scott was like, fuck you and fuck your baby, and I'm out.
And left?
Yeah, he left. And so then she was looking for another husband. So she just started fucking everybody again. You would have thought that after all of that, she would have went to be with the godfather. So Jill could have a real father around more. But apparently she was over that dick and she was on to the next. And so she would go out on these dates when Jill was in like junior high and high school. And she would come home at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and tell her all about her sexual escapades.
Mm.
and be like, this is how you gotta suck a dick, and this is how you
Wait,
get your pussy
teaching
to
her
get
how
wet.
to basically what?
Like, Jill's not a whore because she wanted to be. Her mother programmed her mind. So I was always very loving and always very forgiving because you were raised by a whore. And when you raised by a whore, it's fair to say that your ideas about sex and love might be a little off. That's why I can sit here and say, Jill, I forgive you for every wrong thing you ever done for me and done to me. And I hope you can forgive me even now for being honest with, you know, your slutty, you know.
Well, I don't think she gonna forgive your
You know?
ass.
No, but I'm saying this because I want people to understand why she's become so sexualized in her work. Because a lot of people say to me, her music changed after y'all stopped being friends, Jag. And it has. It's sex this, and sex that, and sex this, and sex that, and sex this.
You don't like Crown Royal
Well,
on Ice? You don't?
Yeah.
I like that song.
Yeah, I mean, if you into the smut, it's the perfect.
Well, we all got a little slut in us.
I ain't gonna lie, I done laid a nigga or two down on that track because that track is cold.
It is.
It's cold. But that's all she seemed to do anymore. She don't really talk about relationships no more.
So you like Jill when it was more like
I like Jill when I was influencing her music. We stopped being friends after Beautifully Human. My influence on her work ended at Beautifully Human. Go back, listen. Me without her, it's just sex.
I never really paid attention to. Now you're gonna have me looking at her discography, trying to check it out now. Wow. What do you say? Because I gotta be fair and get both sides. But
wait a minute. Wait a minute. My favorite song from Jill that was given birth from our conversations. I was her muse. But this will sum it up. When we first met, I was surprised to get that feeling, the kind that don't wash away with salt. So sweet to me, that kind of feeling I need to get me through my darkest day. For you, I pray. What you do is crazy, baby. Not like you belong in the asylum. Crazy, baby. Got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Like the rain falling from the sky. Like the trees growing from the ground. I'm astounded, baby, by your love for me. And you're touching me. And you're trusting me. Like you do, like you do. Even now, I still feel that feeling. Although we've grown, we're still on the same side of the proverbial road, heading in the same direction. I'm so glad to know. With you, I spend my time. Now what you do is crazy, baby. Not like you belong in an asylum. Crazy, baby. Like the sun in the morning and the moon at night. Like the rain falling from the sky. Like the trees growing from the ground. I'm astounded, babe, by your love for me. And you're touching me. And you're trusting me. Like you do, you do. Yeah.
I love
That's the best memory that I still have. The day we worked that concept out. Yeah.
Wow.
They all changed after that. It's just fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. I'm drunk.
Damn. You know, it's crazy. And I'm so glad that because I was all like, I want Jag to come up here and sing. I love that you did that because everyone always says, like, dang, I want to hear Jag sing. Like, I don't want her talking about
You
the
want to hear me
celebrity
sing? DaladelphiaTVNetwork.com and available on Roku. You want to hear me sing? Show up.
I love that.
I sing all the time on Philadelphia TV Network. I was just singing the other day. Me and Solar made up a song. And it's on there. And it's on there. We put it up on the YouTube. He should almost have it finished. YouTube and yeah.
And you know, that's what I was talking about too, because I was all like, and I'll be honest, and I said this, I was like, I feel like Jag doesn't have the right people behind her, like somebody like trying to help organize and shit like that. But I do see
I got the right people behind me, but everybody can be bought. Sean Carter has been buying companies and stopping my projects for 15 years.
Oh, Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love Nap.
No, Sean Carter.
Oh, Jay. Okay. That's why it's fuck RocNation. Hey. Wow.
I'm going to tell everybody about Big L, Sean.
Big L?
I would just rather do it on the stand, Sean. Please sue me. I want to go to court. And I want to talk about Big L on the stand.
Wow. What's your thoughts about Dame Dash?
Dame Dash got fucked over by somebody who was supposed to be his friend. I'm going to tell you something right now, Sean, because I know you're watching. Or you have someone watching. I'm going to admit something right here on AT2 channel that I've never admitted before. People think I'm a snitch. The truth is I'm the best secret keeper in the world. Ain't I, baby? I keep secrets even. What I'm about to say, my husband don't know. I started fucking Big L when I was 14 years old.
Whoa.
We kept it on the low because I was young. You didn't know that, Sean. And you don't know everything that L told me about you. Please sue me. I want to go to court.
Wow.
I want to tell everybody in the world all the things that Big L told me about you when I was fucking him.
So this Big L is associated.
Big L is the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
Jay-Z was the last person to see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years. His death made it possible for Reasonable Doubt to live.
Whoa.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm going to tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L fuck better than you do, nigga. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or?
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.
Oh, wow.
When he takes me to court for defamation of character, I'll tell him how well I know you, Sean. Take me to court, prove me wrong, or do what you gotta do. Because I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Please sue me, Sean Carter. Please. Let's go to court. Love? I'm ready. 25, 30 years is enough. It's enough for you. Please sue me. I want to go to court. I want to confess everything I know in front of God and a judge. And I will tell them everything that Elle told me about you.
Man. Woo.
I gotta go.
Yeah, thank you, Jag. I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you, everybody. Jaguar Wright. Now, I know earlier we were supposed to be talking about the storm and all that stuff. If you guys came in the beginning, we did talk about that. So I'm gonna have to split up this show and take this over, basically move this over. But like I said, the words of Jaguar Wright, and she even said it herself, those are her words, not my words. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the show. I want to say thank you to Jag for coming up. Thank you for having your son to come on camera as well too. No matter your opinion of Jag, I love that her and her son got that relationship together. You know, I'm glad that that has, like she said, it wasn't anything to repair. It was always there. So I'm happy that we do got that, you know, information. Thank you to everybody who's been rocking in the chat. And I know it's been a crazy show. I'm glad that we got conversation going and I was able to ask a few questions. Definitely, hopefully we can do this again. Shout out to everybody for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't know if anybody wanted to come up, but I think it's better we just go ahead and end the show. But thank you, Jag. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, moderators. Thank you to everybody on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Shout out to all the members, of course, too, because like I said, y'all help keep the bills paid. I don't know if I got any Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, but if you did one of those, I always thank the people afterwards. So thank you. Hopefully somebody does make it rain. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. We out of here, y'all. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, there we go. We out of here, y'all. Love y'all. Deuces. We out.